All right, so in the early days of SoundCheck, honestly, it took a lot of work to help us bring our vision to life.
Our first project literally was housed in Weston Park Baptist Church, which is that great building that you see on the corner of Weston and Lawrence Road.
Shout out to 1871 Weston and the church that's there.
The local church that was loaning us space, that was key, because without them, we wouldn't have been able to do anything.
With a $10,000 budget for a year's worth of programming, a free space really did it for us.
We also had programming running out of Frontlines at some point, which is across the street.
The Western Frontline Center, this was an organization that I actually was working at the time.
We were very much so heavily saturated with youth coming in from the community, and we loved that. They were very vocal about what they wanted. They were very enthusiastic about the new program. It was very important for us as a young, growing grassroots organization to learn how to use our budget wisely. And as I mentioned before, with that first round of funding, we had to really just figure out how to make things work.
Through some of these early collaborations, I remember one of our first, we were partnering with Weston. We decided to run a program, it was called Guitar Hero. I remember that program. It was actually sponsored by Long and McQuaid. Right then and there, I knew we were onto something. It was like SoundCheck was gonna be here for a while. SoundCheck was gonna be here to stay.
So having Weston Park and Frontlines open up their doors to us and offer free space was huge for us, and that allowed us to grow to where we are today, having our own physical space.
I remember doing an outdoor concert for one of our programs just out on the road, and people were just sort of walking by. It's like, what kind of music are these guys playing? And it was a great time. I have great memories of that place.
I remember we did the Pan Am Games event at Frontlines, which was really fun, super cool. The community came out in droves, and we really loved that, and it was great. We did a backpack drive, our first ever backpack drive in the parking lot of Weston Park Baptist Church, and there was like hundreds of community members who came out to support and also to gain support for back to school, and that was wonderful.